Welcome back to the shed. Well, I have mine. I brought my umbrella. Anyway, I was just digging through. There was a toad here. I could barely lift it to get it over, but it's going to the flea market. It just got stopped. It may have been to the flea market early in the year, and that's why it got shoved back to here. But I've been trying to debate whether I'm going to have this sale in a couple weeks. Where I have a lot of stuff, and I think I can get people to come. I'm not going to call it a yard sale. I'm probably going to call it a household sale, living estate. Well, I already took some pictures tonight. I found this whole, I forgot I had this whole box of older National Enquirers, and there's some of the other ones. I don't think I have any more Bat Boy issues. I took some out when I got them. These are from 94. Most of them are from 80s to 94. I think the other black and white ones are a little older. I can't think what they're called. No. Weekly World News. Man, 53 hasn't aged since he was 4 years old. There's a lot. I had a pile that was all related to Princess Di. I think I sold that pile on eBay though. I think I had a pile of Elvis. I don't remember now. It's been so long. I don't remember things yesterday. But I've just been going through this stuff. There's a big nice bowl, metal bowl. There's a tray. There's something under there probably that's good. Oh no, inner tubes I kept in case I ever thought maybe I'd go down the oil creek again like I did 40 years ago. A bird cage. I got all the albums under the table. I got everything that's in the totes. I don't know how much of that I'm going to be able to get it out to actually photograph. My main thing was I wanted to get most of my VHS out and put them out and take photos, and then I can put them away, do that. I won't probably show all my records, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do about my good records yet, whether I'm going to go through them and just keep certain amounts, but I'm going to be doing that record show in November, so I can't just dump all my records. So I'm probably going to concentrate on getting rid of the stuff under the table. I'm probably just going to ask $1 a piece for the stuff, whatever it is. I had those Chet Atkins I picked up that day. They're probably going to be just the same thing. If they don't sell, then I'll do something with them. But they were mostly nice. I thought I was going to lot them up for eBay, but he's got a really low resale value, old Chet. He's got a lot of records and stuff. That's not part of that. They're all behind here. So, I don't know. I don't have that much in them, so I'll make money at $1 if they'd all sell, but I don't know. I'm trying to be more choosy these days with what I do buy, because I just can't keep everything, but I just want to have enough stock. There's no sense in me doing an $80 a table record show when I don't have anything to sell. There's another box of cheap records. There's at least, that's about a box I consider, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more boxes. That's all like Star Trek magazines and stuff. I'd like to lay a lot of that out. I want to make sure it looks very inviting, all the crap I'm going to have available, but I need to give them enough time ahead. I want them to save some cash. I should probably have it at the beginning of like October, like the 1st of October, because I don't have the flea market would be over. That way I could keep it on all weekend. And then the show in Erie's not until the following Sunday, so I'm safe. I won't have to worry about that stuff. It's just depending on the weather. I don't think it's going to be worse than what I've been depending on now. So, and I'm going to have my canopy up, and if I have to, I'll borrow a second canopy. Hopefully I can get enough stuff cleared out of the shed, but I don't know. Hard to say what's going to happen. But once I commit, I really need to stick to it. So I'm not too deep into it yet. Some photographs and the idea, and I've told a few people I'm probably going to do it. So, and now the next stage is make sure I am going to do it or not going to do it. Forgot to show these in the last video. I got an ElfQuest book, Wolf Song, Volume 2, The Blood of 10 Chiefs. I got a Stephen King, Dr. Sleep for the flea market. And I got the whole set of 5 of this of the Beauregard or something like that by David Eddings. That looks like it's worth probably $25 or something like that. I think, oh yeah, I already showed that. It seems like I had another thing, but I don't remember what it was. I stood in, it took me almost as long standing in the line at Salvation Army with these books as it did to, the whole time I was in the rest of the store, because it was Wednesday, half off day, and then, I think I was 10th in line, and then they finally got somebody from back that came in and took over, or started helping out. But yeah, and I found a couple 45s. Well, I found several, but so far I only re-looked these up because I have a tendency to find rarer 45s, plus ones I'm just going to listen to, and then plus ones that get laid around. And one of these is probably about $50, and the other one's probably about $30. And I'm pretty sure I have maybe a $100 one left somewhere. I've been trying to move the crap out of here. I had albums all the way out from the box there out, which now I pushed that back, which that pile needs to go. There's 45s in there. There's all kinds of crap in that pile. And then my other albums over there, I'm putting them on a shelf in the other room, which originally I would have used it, but the shelf that is vacant above the floor is the only one that's bent, and I straightened it, but as soon as the albums got put on, it just buckled right back down, so they're all crooked. So just yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, see, there's a shelf been dented forever. I fixed it. I probably tried to fix it before. I could probably just I might just get a stick and cut it off and make it fit up in there. I got plenty of sticks. And down the bottom I left it empty in case Mary gets pregnant again, because that's where she's been having her babies, in a box. I'll usually put a box down there. I'd like to move the stand out. I got a bunch of junk on here. I got a jar of change to take to the bank someday. I have a bottle with a dead mummified mouse inside there. I can't remember what kind of rock that is. I think it's wore down coral, like a brain coral. And all this dust. This is something I could never figure out what it is. I probably showed it back in my videos before. It's crusted over. I thought maybe it's just a fishing weight or something, but I do not know. I always thought about cracking it open and see what's inside it, but then maybe it's just a natural formation. I don't know. That was my mom's mom, some dish she would have ice cream out of. Oh, my macaroni's ready.
Is he the laundromat cool dude now?
Don't have time for this.
Matt's more happy with Kate. Why would Lenore travel thousands of miles to get permanent dental implants? Most dental implant offices may take up to 10+ months. Instead of
Find her. Okay.
Yeah, my cat Leia seems to have exiled herself. Now she comes home to eat, but now she's been laying in Mom's yard over here. She was laying over by Al's trailer, under his truck, on the tire, out in the yard. I don't know what she's up to. Cats are odd. Happy Friday! Eating my favorite meal, McDonald's. I just got a hamburger. I was getting so starving. I didn't eat breakfast this morning when I left the house. I had coffee. 1 cup of regular, 1 cup of decaf. That was my breakfast. And a Hall's cough drop. Well, for you people that don't like a bunch of junk like records and videotapes, I did pick up, well, I did get some records, but I did stop at a sale today, and I'm going to stop on the way back. I got a few cool things, a couple pieces of glass, some pottery, so there you go, and we'll see you on the flip side. There's some stuff I got today. I said 50 cents each. She charged me only 10 cents each. I stopped at a sale my brother called and told me about. Hopefully they did the price right. I did get some stuff in town. I'm mad now because I came over here debating whether I was going to carry it over and do it in front of the other camera, which will be seen after this. But they wrapped them for me. They're not old, but they're Taiwan. And they were $1, and I just barely tapped this and the leg fell off, so it could have maybe already been cracked, just didn't notice. But that sucks, because I had a matching set, and they were pretty neat. Then I got a pie bird for $1. This is from downtown. These tapes are free. I don't know if I'll keep them to use or to put them on my cart for $2 for somebody else that needs them. And somebody's picture was in that box. And then I got the one sale got quite a bit of stuff. I got all these grassroots bluegrass DVDs. I did not check them very good. They were cheap, so I figured I could lot them up. That box of junk is what I was going to donate from the flea market, but I didn't yet. Here's some records that I had to take when I got a deal in town, and the rest of them you'll see after this. But I kept only these 45s. A lot of it's just going right straight in a dumpster. They were mostly 78s, which I don't feel like dealing with, and they were also rough. I block them, Turner Overdrive. These will probably all go to the flea market in my 50-cent box. Billy Joel, George McCrae, Rock You Baby, Billy Joel, Still Rock and Roll to Me, Paul Simon, Kodachrome, Steely Dan, I don't remember which one. I don't know that. I don't listen to Steely Dan. Daryl Hall and John Oates, Kiss on my list. Sister Golden Hair. Whoa, America. Guess they can go in there. David Noddington, you know who he was, don't you? He was the Dr. Pepper guy. I'm a pepper, you're a pepper, and then he got killed by a werewolf. Well, no, he didn't get killed by the werewolf. The cops in England killed him, the Bobbies. So he no longer exists. Logical Song. Michael Jackson, Ben. I like that song. I saw that movie at the theater, driving. I think my dad took us to it. Or was that the Willard, or the second one? I don't know. 9 to 5, Dolly Parton. And a Private Eyes, Daryl Hall and John Oates. And then these 78s, Black Coffee, Ella Fitzgerald, only reason I kept it. Moon Mullen. Judy Garland, Skip Diddle My Lou. I never seen a, I haven't, well, I probably have seen a Judy Garland 78. Riders in the Sky, Bing Crosby, another Bing Crosby. Jack Smith, Matador, I don't know who that is. Helen Carroll and the Satisfiers, Old Buttermilk Sky, Let's Sail to Dreamland. I'm hoping to uncover my other record player so I can try some of these out, see what they sound like. This is another Judy Garland, Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. And Louis Armstrong, Wolverine Blues. And Swing That Music. Red England and the Natural Seven. Cigarettes, Whiskey, and Wild Wild Women. Clyde McCoy, Tear It Down, Sugar Blues, that's probably why I kept it. Riders in the Sky again. Does that say Cosby? Here. Oh, A Cowboy Legend. Stan Jones, I don't know if that's who, oh no it isn't, it's Vaughn Monroe and his orchestra. Why am I reading all these off? Hello, it's a whole, one side's Aloha, O-E, Aloha, O-E, Ken Griffin. Dorothy Lamour, she was always in the Bob Hope stuff. Les Paul. The Dinning Sisters, Melancholy. The Andrews Sisters, Hurry, Hurry, Hurry. I got a cat crawling up my leg. I don't know the gun was, oh, I didn't know the gun was loaded. That's probably a good Andrew Sister song. Oh, not familiar with it. What are you doing? I'm not your climbing post. And this was in that stuff of 45, so it's a give a show projector for Kenner. It's scratched to heck. I should probably toss it. This little box was cheap. All this other stuff came from this yard sale, as far as I know. Little cedar box, got scratch in it, but it's a souvenir, or a Hasiman Novelty, Indiana? I don't know. Ouch. What did I just sit on? Was that a glass thing I just almost broke with my hind end? Yeah, oh, my other frog. Yeah, let's try to break it too. Alright, got that. Oh, I got this little jug, Mountain Dew, Wheeling, West Virginia. I don't know if it's worth anything. It was cheap enough, I didn't have to worry about it. This glass, crackle glass vase, but that Kwana, I don't think their stuff's worth as much, but I think these might be because they're crackle in the vases. I say these because I also have a mini version. Its stickers have gone. It's a little cleaner. They both are filthy. The stuff must have been sitting for a long time. set of those wooden tombstone salt and pepper shakers, but these are Titusville. But it's funny, back then they only usually put the name on one of them, you know, whatever it was for, which is kind of weird, I think. Bird pie bird. I got one of them bluebirds of happiness, a small one. It's probably just going to go to the flea market. Like I said, most of the stuff is cheap. So, little vampire guy was free today. I do not know why his backside's so crackly. Maybe he was originally in a coffin box or something. Aw, a little kitten fell in a box. I don't know why I got it, because it's a vampire, that's why. My frogs, that's disappointing. I was probably just going to sell them, but still can be disappointing. I got another bluebird glass, frosted blue. Label's gone. I would say it was probably a good one. It looks to have a silver or gold label. Maybe it's a bluebird of happiness too. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Oh shoot, why did I put that in there? I haven't showed those records yet. She had a bunch of records. That's what my brother called me about. Of course, I didn't get my hopes up, and I walked real slow to the sale when it's parked, because you don't usually, when you're a record person, unless you know ahead of time, you're not going to probably find anything good. They were all country basically, but I still found some stuff I don't know why I got, because I don't think a lot of the stuff's worth $5, so it's just more cheap stuff I don't need. Oh, I'll show these before I start. I got two of those Anchor Hawking or Hazel Atlas little mini creamer and sugar things. It's like a personal set or something. I don't know if this would have had a lid. They're not worth much, but they were cheap, so I'm going to charge a couple bucks. These are the records I got. Bill Monroe, Mr. Bluegrass, and his Bluegrass Boys. They always called their band Boys. I made a comment on that before. Jack Green's Greatest Hits, don't have any idea. This weird guy, look at that comb job. Bill Phillips, I've seen him before. Indian Love Call, Kenny Roberts. I figured they'll never reproduce this cover. Little John, I had this one by that one guy, Star Day. I know somebody that collects those. Little John and the Cochran family looks really interesting. Some of these look kind of, I mean, there could be some rarities in here. That's a really cool looking family of bluegrassers. Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash. These I might be able to put them in my $5 box. This Montana Slim. Some of these look cheap. I figure they're probably like a company like K-Tel. Not real familiar. I wish those handles would stay the heck in there. This is sealed, so I grabbed it. It's just the new generation Express. I don't know if they play any instruments. They're probably just saying. Now this guy looks interesting. Norman Blake. I don't know anything about him. Railroad Days. I figure it's just more country or folk, possibly. Yeah, it looks like it might be folk. Then I got another one of his albums. I've never seen his stuff before that I can remember. Lester Flatt and Mac Wiseman. Loretta and Conway. It's a double set. Another Bill Monroe. This Stoneman's Country. Looks interesting. Jack Green and Jeannie Seely. She said she gave all the other Seely albums to a museum or something, because she was born near here, like Townville or somewhere, not very far away. About 20 miles, 15 miles away. Jack Green and Jeannie Seely. I hope I'm holding this camera good enough for you. You probably want to look at the kitten. What are you doing? Don't know where you're going, do you? Another Seely style. Jeannie Seely sings original hit recording of Don't Touch Me. Jeannie Seely and Jack Green, two for the show. Mike Aldridge, Dobro. I don't know anything about that. Rob Wood. It's got a Sun amplifier. My buddy Nate would probably like that. That's an old-timey amp. That's pretty cool. Johnny Wright. I think I already have one of these for sale nobody wants. Country Hall of Fame, George Jones and whoever, Tommy Cash. George Jones, again. World's Greatest Bluegrass Bands, double record, and another Johnny Cash. Oh, and I found one of these directories. Sometimes you can get decent money. You still get pretty good money out of these books. This is a Titusville one, so my grandmother's number is still in here in 81. Yeah, nice. Now you probably saw some hats laying here. These hats, a lot of them are really dirty. They're all vintage though. They were in a big box. Most of them are probably going to go on my tarp up at Waterford, just a buck or two a piece. I'm going to look some of them up. I didn't find anything big. There was no bands or anything like that. But I got Lions Transportation Lines. They had a lot of Penn Bank hats and some others, but they were all falling in because all the padding had rotted out of them, probably. Coors Light Bill Elliott hat. I don't know how old. I think that's like an 80s or 90s hat. This Coors hat, it may not be any good. It's probably about ready to fall apart too. That looks pretty vintage, though. Taiwan, so that makes it probably 80s, maybe into the 90s. Quaker State. That has definitely rotted inside there, but I figured that's still worth something. They were a nickel a piece, so, you know. Pepsi, I was just going to give her something for the whole box. Coors, Bill Elliott, 1988. This one's cool, Boxcar Willie. Now that's an awesome hat to find. It still has its foam, it's not falling. Oh, shoot, somebody scared me. This Budweiser hat, it's got a number Ford number 1 hat and some other neat pins on it, but it's really dusty.
Yourself.
My camera, the audience. You want to say hello?
Boy, he bites.
She. You call Poppy she, and you call the kitten he. Washington D.C. hat, that's pretty vintage. And a Coors Racing hat, that might be a good one. It's really dirty. And I got another Bill Elliott, probably another 80s. And I got a Motorcraft. And what's this one? I thought I had one. Oh yeah, Gillies, Pasadena, Texas. That probably doesn't even exist anymore. But that's awesome. So. Hey, hopefully this wasn't going to be too noisy. Cars are busy, the wind's blowing, and you've already seen stuff that I haven't filmed yet. I stopped at the sale this morning in town, on the way into town at the old Tars, and they had a bunch of stuff, nothing marked really. So I got a few things from that, and I did a deal on the records they had, but I had to take all the other crap, which is mostly in this tote that I'll show you. The fate of the rest of the records. That tote cracked. It's going to the dumpster. A lot of 78s. I kept a handful of 78s, which I'm not sure if I showed you or I will be showing you. Yeah. Anyway, I smashed them, threw them in there. They're not going anywhere but in the dumpster. They were rough. I mean, donating them so they end up in another thrift store, laying around some longer. The records I did keep are these ones here. There's a few that are just junky. I may not even end up keeping them. These Christmas time carol songs at Ames and stuff. I don't know if anybody really wants that. And there's this Home for Christmas, which has Tony Bennett and Tammy Wynette. So maybe I don't know if I want to keep it for my $2 records. Oh, now we're going to get harsh sunlight. Great. Claudine, another non-seller. Very plentiful Kenny Rogers that you find everywhere. Almost as plentiful as that Herb Albert with the whipped cream woman. And these are the only stuff that I really thought was any good, which I think I got a better deal than I thought originally, but a couple of them are a little questionable. They might not play good, so then I'm back where I started. I think the thing that drove me to the lot was this was on the front of the box. I never owned a Tiny Tim album, but I have one now. The record cover could be better. The record, I think I don't see any really bad damage on it, so I think once it's cleaned it'll be alright. And then let's take the worst first. It'll work. Got a Xanadu. Cover needs retape. It's ELO and Olivia Newton-John. I saw this at the Penn Theater when I was young. I really liked it back then. And then I tried to watch it later, and I was like, wow. Same thing I feel about with Buck Rogers' 25th Century, except for the chicks are still cool. Donovan. Another one that needs clean. Journey. Oh no, I said it was, I told a guy when he asked me about the records, I said it was a pre-one before Steve Perry, so it wasn't that great, but it is Steve Perry. It's Evolution. What's on here? Too Late Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin'. That's it. Foreigner Double Vision, Hot Blooded, Blue Morning, Blue Day. You did miss while I was throwing them records into my comedy routine for every record. I guess I should have taped it. Double Vision's on here. Jefferson Starship. I don't love too good. I don't know what song might have been a hit on this. And this, Dr. John, the Night Tripper. I always kept thinking this might have some value, but maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't have an inner sleeve, which stinks, but gatefold. And then the best two, I would say, this had a big thing of masking tape across out. I don't know what prevented people to tape their covers back shut when all they needed to do was glue it. I don't know, but this had it separate top. I took off the tape. You can still see where it was. I cleaned it with some alcohol, some diluted alcohol, but I figured if I used anything stronger, it would take the coloring off. And I shined it up a little bit. So I don't know. It's still there regardless. The record may not be that good. I told them down there. There was a couple things. Or is it on the other one that has the things? All of them need a good cleaning now. They're not totally filthy. And the other one was the first Van Halen album. This one has, for people that don't know, has, what is on here? Dance the Night Away, which is an awesome song. Somebody get me a doctor. You're No Good, the Linda Ronstadt cover. I love this. That's a good one. Beautiful Girls, Spanish Fly. And then the first album, this is probably the one that has the mark on it, maybe. I don't see it now. Maybe it's just something stuck to it. It sure looked like a big scuff. This has classics, Running with the Devil, Jamie's Crying, You Really Got Me, Harsh Sunlight in the Eye, I'm the One, Ain't Talking About Love, Little Dreamer, one of my favorites, Ice Cream Man, another awesome one, Atomic Punk, Feel Your Love Tonight, great album. What anybody says. They gave me this album box. It actually doesn't fit too bad. I thought it was too narrow, but it does fit. So I'll probably keep it around. I saw this sitting down there, and I told them I'd give them $10 because I couldn't remember what the value was. It's Viking, but they said, oh, I was going to give it for $5. Well, that clinched the deal on the records because I told them I would give them the price on the records, but that they didn't want first, and I said I'd give them the full 10 I offered them on this. So they took it. I got some cards. This was one stack. This is an Atlantic set now. This set of cards, it's not sealed though. It was selling for like $30 or $40. I see somebody has a sealed set for $30 now. So I may just take it to the flea market. I'm going to put some cards in something because they're slippery. It's a wonder there might be some missing. I did not count because I really only wanted the one set. Anyway, hopefully they're worth $5 at the flea market. Somebody else can resell them. I wanted this set of cats, Siamese cats. This one looks like is that an Egyptian cat? Looks almost fur. No, I guess it's got fur. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's got some kind of griffin in the photo. FX Schmidt, West Germany. I knew they were at least 80s, if not a little older. They're real slick and nice. I only looked through the one deck and both Jokers were there, so hopefully that means they're complete. And then the other set was the Zippo set. So I don't know, it's not an advertising one, and I don't know if it's complete yet. But, they don't necessarily bring a lot of money. I think having a box like this makes them a nice set. Yeah, Zippo went through a thing there where they were trying to make other products, not just lighters. So that's a pretty cool set. So I think I paid $5 for the whole pile, so I think that's a good deal. Because the cats, I should be able to get at least $20 for, depending on what they're worth. I'll look them up. Maybe I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong. I got this from them. It's a Snoopy, of course. Candle holder. I think I found one that sold for about $25. I didn't like the discoloration on it, being it's Snoopy. I'd prefer my toys like this to be the original color. Now, hopefully it's just going to come off if I clean it. She's like, oh, that's patina. People want that. And I'm like, yeah, on some stuff, yeah. But personally, I would prefer for these not to have it. But it's like a paper mache, so that probably makes it a little rarer than some items. Then my last, I have something else. I got this too, if I don't remember where. It's a Joseph original frog. I only found one that sold, but it was with one on a log, and I think they got 30 or 25 bucks for it. So I was going to try to get $19.99 in shipping for this. It's got its labels. It's pretty cute. Probably pretty rare. There was a lot of frogs by them, but not that. So, my other purchase, which you probably just saw, unless I cut a little snickly out so you couldn't see it, was this dumb thing. It was there, and then she told me a price I thought was reasonable. It's got a little nick and it has to be right on the front of the jar. I don't think they did it. It may have been there. I didn't notice it when I first looked at it, and I did take and look it over for chips. So that could have, I may try to color it in with a little speck of stuff, just like acrylic paint. Anyway, it's a little monkey on bananas cookie jar, which I think is pretty awesome. It was 10 bucks. It's Japan's, all it's marked. There were several listed for Worth Point, which I don't have a membership for Worth Point, and I don't plan on getting one. So that was, I figure if I sell it, I don't know if I'd sell it online, but odds are, unless I have that sale, which it's getting closer, it's over 50% chance I will have a sale at the first weekend of October, which I have, if I haven't mentioned already, because that will be the end of the Waterford Flea Market in September, and then it'll be the weekend before my first show at the new place in Erie, the East Erie Moose Club. Is it Moose Club? No, I forgot again. Anyway, wherever that is, for the Saga Club. Forgot this thing. It's you're supposed to have a set of lights in there. I think I saw that set of purple lights, hopefully, and I can put them inside it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and till the next video, see ya, take care of yourself, I love ya, see ya, later. Shoot. I'm supposed to paint that, but I'll do it later.
Hit your grandma with a shovel. It makes a bad impression on her mind.